Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm going to do this live, so if you're watching this in the future, relax and enjoy, but be patient for a moment while we wait for some people to arrive. And while I get myself in order here, I have to pull up TikTok on my other account so that I can actually see the chat simultaneously. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Who is in here? Let's see. A couple folks showing up. Welcome. Time to figure out what to wear this spring. Zachary, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Let me get this up so I can see the chat. Mal, what's going on? Happy Sunday to you. Bear. All right, Zach, Mal, Bear. Oh, jeez. Speaking of bear, my bear paws. What weird high pitch noise. Oh, you guys can hear that. That's annoying. That's the mixer. Let me close the office door. That is the latest batch of Aventish Red taking its final spin around the mixer before bottling tomorrow. That's the magnetic pill you're hearing. Is that better, Eric? My manly mitts. Yep. Loa commented earlier I was holding a bottle of Aromas de Salazar. She's like, you make that look so tiny. Hopefully that's better. Dushan, welcome, my friend. How are you, sir? Good evening to you in Serbia. Nice of you to join us. I decided to take after our dear friend the Duck, Dushan, and do a little rotation video. It's going to be my own kind of style of rotation. That's better. Good, Bear. How are you guys today? How's your Sunday? What are you wearing? What's happening in your worlds? This may end up being a two-parter. We'll see, depending on if Jamie calls me away. All right, I got the chat here, so I can see what's up with you guys. Get this chair out of the way here, because I'm going to be making some decisions about what to wear. Here's what I've kind of decided, guys. I've decided that I need to have some kind of like structure in place for what I'm going to wear. Like maybe weekly, like use this little table or something like it, and set aside my weekly rotation, because I'm finding that I'm just kind of wearing the same things over and over again, which isn't bad because I love them. But there's a lot I'm forgetting about in the collection. There's a lot I'm not getting to, including like the samples, you know. Let me tilt this up since I'm standing. Including samples and decants that, like, I got through the whole winter season. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I have that and I didn't wear it. So I want to, like, once a week kind of go through and see what do I want to wear that week, and then just have it set aside. It's also going to make my life a ton easier because I'm like a last minute kind of guy. I'm always running 5 minutes late. So if instead of like looking through the entire collection, I'm just kind of looking at, 15 fragrances that I'm choosing from for the week, then I think that'll work better for me. All right. So Mal is currently wearing Amberish Absolute with PDM Herod. Interesting. It dropped down to the 30s. So you wore winter of 99. Nice, Zach. This time of year in Denver is very much like schizophrenic. So like today, I'm wearing a t-shirt. Jamie and I are getting ready to go meet some friends to have a beer. We'll literally be sitting like outside on the patio, like it's full-blown spring. And then sometime next week, we might get hit with like 6 inches of snow. March is the snowiest month in Denver. Fun fact. Furio and Rude Elements. Excellent. Bear, I got my Rude Elements. I think you saw. Finally got a bottle of Rude Elements, and it's the Gold Atomizer. One of the early versions. God, this is good stuff. That could be a spring one because it's got the deeper, or it could be a Denver spring one. It's got the deeper kind of woody oud notes, but it's also got that kind of fresher, I think it's basil in the top. That smells so good. Any cheap fragrance you would recommend as your first purchase ever? Rain, for your first purchase, I recommend that you go to a department store or a fragrance store and sample. Even ask for some free samples. You definitely should not blind buy your first ever purchase. You should find something that you really love. Oh, you did too, Bear. Nice. Where did you find poor Cole? If Cole sees this, he's going to be furious. He's been looking for Rude Elements for like months, and you and I both managed to grab one before him. Throwback Thursday. That's a nice idea, Zach. I like that. And that would be a vintage day. Sunday samples. I like that as well. Monica, I do have a rack for coconut perfume. And hello in Norway. Welcome. There is a wonderful one from the House of Oubliette. We just did an interview with the perfumer, Eddie, from the House of Oubliette yesterday. So if you look on YouTube, it's saved. And he has a coconut one, a feminine leaning coconut called Beatrice that is beautiful. Really beautiful springtime coconut. Shane, hello. Welcome. Num Num, welcome. Some good fragrances of people constantly smelling you for hours in mosque. I'll tell you the exact best thing for that, my friend. This is literally designed around that idea. Meditation Mist from Preta Moreno. It's soft sandalwood and frankincense, spices. It's very, very mild, mass pleasing, beautiful smelling. It doesn't, it doesn't project 4 feet off of you. It sits a little bit closer and it's more intimate, and has this kind of calming. I mean, it's kind of like designed to be a yoga scent. So same idea as, church, mosque, yoga, worship. It's a worship scent. Beatrice is out of stock till May. Well, shit. Bear, I think it is a different formulation slightly. It smells a little bit rougher around the edges, but kind of in a way that I like, like it's a little bit stronger and more punchy. I don't know what it is he changed. And I can't even be sure of that, but I have a decant as well, Bear. And it smells a little bit stronger than the decant, but not enough. Like Cole asked me if it was enough that he should go chasing down a Gold Atomizer edition. I said, no, don't worry about it. Oh, and you're doing Not Dark Yet tonight, Bear. Great. Hello, Picking Poppies. No, I have not smelled that Victoria Beckham. This is actually the first I've heard of it. Yeah, Zach, seriously, you'd be a wealthy man if you had $1 for every time I've told you to get something either discontinued or out of stock. Okay, so here's my thinking about the fragrance rotation in Colorado specifically in the springtime, like in this month in particular, March. As I was saying, it's not quite warm weather yet, but it's definitely not winter anymore. It's this weird schizophrenic in between thing. So I want to have a selection for this month of some things that kind of like blur the line between winter and spring. And so for me, that's things that still have some of the like darker ambery, heavier elements, but combined with kind of a fresher side. So the first one that popped into mind for me, it is a great example of that, would be something like Clandestine Laboratories Master. Okay. Because it's got the like darker leathery notes, but it's got all of this like bright, beautiful citrus on top of that. So it's combining kind of the best of both worlds. So that's going to be one. If you guys have any ideas, please throw them out. Okay, and other than that, I didn't have any preconceived notions. I think what I'm going to do is pick a whole bunch and then whittle it down to like, what am I going to do this week? I want to get some amouage wearings in. Like Lyric, it's not quite time for Lyric yet. So here's an example of what I mean, right? Lyric's going to be an April scent, soapy, floral. It's not quite time for that yet. I need a tweener scent. Figment? No, that's more purely spring, I think. Let's see. Fate Man, for sure. With that cumin note in there. See, I don't think I wore Opus 11 at all. Yeah, Beach Hut Man's going to be more purely warm weather, Zach. Like I want something that bridges the gap a bit. So another good example of the kind of thing I'm thinking of would be something like Cape Heartache. So it's got that pine, that kind of, familiar winter pine, kind of cool mountain air, cedar, woodiness that goes great in winter, but then it's got this like strawberry note on top. And the strawberry kind of starts to evoke spring a bit. Same thing with Astoria Bear. I was thinking about this more as a pure spring scent. Like it's minty, it's fresh, it's floral, like when the flowers actually bloom in April. Wendover, though, however, that might be, yeah. Wendover's a good call too, especially because I didn't wear it much. I didn't wear it much this winter. I mean, shit, I could pull Haunted. That would work as well. Mark's work is so versatile, though. All right, I'm just going to kind of go through and see. Bracken Man, I think. Even though I love my Brackish Man, in fact, Brackish Man, my version of this might be better for March because it's got the deeper tobacco notes. Do I even have a bottle of that set aside for myself? I feel like I do. I don't know where, though. Yeah, I don't know where. All right, well, I'll set this aside as a reminder. I did see that he has Eastern Lands samples up. Yeah, there. I did. And I think, like, I want to say, is it March 20th it's releasing, or is it sometime in April? There's Cole. Cole's ears were burning. Poor Cole, we were just talking about you, buddy. Just finished skiing. Good for you. Cole, I was bragging about having scored my bottle of Rude Elements. And then the bear said he just scored one too. And I said, poor Cole, he's going to be so upset because you've been looking for this for months. Oud Noir is coming in. Awesome, Eli. Excellent. On that note, why don't we pick a few from Salazar's house? So here's a great example. A rose by many names. This is a discontinued rose oud. Totally different from any other rose oud. Heavy on the amber, tons of labdanum in here. It's deep, it's rich. So it's got all of that like wintry vibe, but then there's rose. There's a floral component to it. So I'll set that aside. He might have a few more. Let's see here. Oh, I wore Blueberry Morning, guys, this morning. What a great frag. God, it's so good. I was walking the dogs with Jamie. I think I had 6 sprays of it on, and she's like 3 feet away from me. She's like, "Oh my God, your sillage is amazing." Maybe his Chypre Oud? Yes, because this has, again, some of the freshness. I don't know, maybe fresh isn't the right word for a Chypre, but it's got the green, it's got the oak moss and the floral, but it's got, his stuff has so much weight to it that it's, like this isn't a warm weather scent to me. This is a good transition time scent. Oh, Jared Miller, what's up? Welcome. Scent of the day, Guerlain Mitsuko. Attaboy. Classy man. Yeah, that's good stuff. Jamie's got that over in her collection. Dushan, I gifted my Bel Ami shaker bottle to our dear friend Ange. Great frag. She deserved to have that in her collection. She loves it so much and has been looking for one forever. And that girl's given me so much shit. I mean that in a positive way. Like literally has given me so much stuff. Pictora, good call. Thank you, Bear. Yes, for sure. I'll be curious to see if this becomes like a full-blown warm weather frag. If you guys don't know, one of the better bottles in my collection too. Pictora Fragrans. We've all been saying it wrong after talking to DL in an interview. Pictora Fragrans. This might end up holding up in warm weather, but definitely it's worth starting with it in the transition time. What else? Labdanum is my love language. Heavenly Tobacco. Island Tobacco. Yes, so I'll transition from Heavenly Tobacco and Tabac du Jour. And tobacco is my love language, and I'll wear some Island Tobacco this spring because it has some of those warmer weather tropical notes to it. It's perfect example. But God, it's so meaty and ambery and heavy. So several aromas de Salazar. I wore this on the first day of spring, so I'll set it aside as well. Tabac Vert. I'm gonna get a better camera. I keep saying that and I keep not doing it. Because it's got all of the freshness. Oh God, all the soapy fruit freshness of a great fougere, which it is. But it's got that kind of tobacco, that brown tobacco tone woven in through it. Ange is one of the best, Jared. We love you, Ange. So Tabac Vert is going to make the cut for sure. Oh, Cole. That's a great call, Master, for you, man. Stephen K, hello. Vassal, hello. Welcome. Do I have any recommendations for a fragrance with a heavy licorice note? Taylor, I'm going to do the thing that Zach criticizes me of doing, but just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. This is the most overt black licorice note in any fragrance I've ever smelled. This is Black Vines by Kerosene. It's discontinued, hard to find, but that doesn't mean impossible. So I want to let you know about it. You can keep your eye out. Others, I don't know. Do you guys know any other strong licorice notes? Oh, Monica, right, you're in Norway. Let me ask Jamie. Female coconut. Hold on, I'm gonna holler at the wife. Jamie, female coconut frags. Available. I told her that, but she's in Norway. Other nice coconuts? Message me if you think of one. Okay. All right, Jamie's on it. I don't have much coconut in my collection. I don't. People are always asking me like name a masculine coconut, which is like to my brain and nose is like what's the most masculine pom pom I can wear. It doesn't really make sense to me. It's a little bit of an oxymoron. Num Num, the Chai Kulfi frag is not done yet. The first iteration has been maturing, and it's not what we want yet. So I have a bunch more materials on the way. We're building a whole separate kind of darker, spicy accord that we're going to add in bit by bit to try and intensify the fragrance that we have. Z14, great call, Bear. Great call. And I'm going to grab, in fact, shit, I might wear Z14 today. And speaking of our friend Ange, I purchased this off of her. They all look exactly the freaking same. But this is the vintage version, I think. Let me see if you can tell the difference. The vintage is better. I mean, I know that shouldn't necessarily come as a surprise, but it is noticeably better. But I mean, for like $12, guys, the new version of Z14, yeah, you can tell the difference. It's not going to focus great, but you can sort of see the difference. Larger print over here, cleaner, a little bit more modern tag versus this older one. That's literally the only way you can tell. Not only that it's older or newer, but that it's Z14 and not 112, because 112 is in the exact same bottle. Z14 is a great call, Bear. Thank you. This might be my scent of the day, my scent of the brewery. Cole, I'm trying to remember how much I paid. I don't think it was a ton. I don't think it was much over retail for, well, whatever he charges. I think he charges $150. I think I paid about $160, $170, something like that. Looking for something lactonic, oat milk, vanilla, and creamy. STDGA, you need my wife. Let me see if she's going to come up here in a minute, because I don't know anything. She's got a ton of that in her collection, probably. D.O. Brusix. I don't know if you're messing with me. If you are, that's awesome. Congratulations. But literally, we just did a review on Sol de Janeiro body sprays, and they have one that literally smelled like caramel popcorn to me. I thought it was terrible, but if that's what you're looking for, I don't know the number of it, but Jamie will know it. But Sol de Janeiro smells like popcorn. Stephen, I can't wait for you to get your Vintage Red and Brackish as well. Cole, silver is one of my quintessential dumb grabs. Like, it could be a signature scent for me, and probably should be in this spring rotation, although this is pretty year-round, but it's so amber. You know what? I am going to throw it in. Oh, Jesus, it's so good. I swear, every time I smell that fragrance, I think I could literally just wear that fragrance and be happy. You just got Oud Taiwan. Nice. Stephen, how's the Bouquilette? Or Buccialeche, or whatever the hell it is. Buccialechette. Lord George, I don't know real well, Eli. I'm sure I've smelled it, but I don't remember. Okay, Bear's giving a couple licorice frags there. Thank you, Bear. The next shipment of mine going out. What do you mean, Cole? Cherry Aventish and Fruit Ride. What? Did you order? Is that what you're talking about? When is your order going out? If you ordered, Cole, then it'll leave tomorrow. Cole, the root elements do feel a little bit different to me, but not enough that you need to like go worry about finding a gold atomizer. Do I think Ormond Main is versatile enough for year round? I do for sure, Vassal. Yes. Yeah, just money. Story of our lives, Cole. If it weren't for that pesky money. DeBrusix, no, I have not smelled Lush Super Milk. I don't think we smelled that one. We did do a Lush video. If you search in TikTok Jamie and Noah Lush, it'll pull it up. I was not impressed, to say the least. Akia Stoy, hello friend. 3 days using Perito Moreno's meditation and you're in love with it. Awesome. Yeah, Regal's the best of the bunch for me. Oh no, Cole, we ship out as we go, man. I mean, it's kind of killing Jamie. She's been talking about maybe going to 1 or 2 shipping days a week. But if you order, it'll go out tomorrow. Monica, where should you apply perfume? I'll go ahead and apply here. I've decided I'm going to wear, thanks to the Bear, Halston Z14. I'll show you how I apply. I do not spray my neck because it's just a great way to go nose blind very quickly. I'll do several sprays on the back of my neck. I did 6 because that's how I roll. Couple on the elbow, couple on the elbow, couple on the wrist. How many? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's get to an even 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I spray it down low on my shirt. I'd like to, fuck it. I like to get it on my fabric. I'd like to get some on my skin, some on my fabric, and then you get kind of like, oh, this stays here. Oh, that's so good. And then you get different evaporation rates. Like it's going to evaporate off your skin faster than your clothing. So it kind of spreads out the top to base transition a little bit. Pulse points are good. Yes, I just don't do the ones on my neck. Michael, how are you, my friend? No, I don't think Viking cologne is Viking cologne. No, Viking cologne is definitely not too heavy for summer. Vassal, I don't even think the original Viking is too heavy. I think this is a summer scent. I know people talk about wearing this in the cool weather. I tried it this winter. It's fine, but this is a warm weather scent to me. It just is. To me, that's not even a winter spring transition. That's a summer, excuse me, that's a spring summer, like legit warm weather. All right, other stuff that I don't want to miss out on, because again, the whole idea here, guys, is like, stuff that I haven't been wearing that I want to make sure I get in. I don't know about this tea one, Forbidden Temple from Static Olfactive. I don't know if this is a kind of springtime or a summertime fragrance. My instinct is that it's a little bit more spring because there's enough spice and depth in that it may not be like a full-blown summer frag. A leather and osmanthus frag. Yes, Michael. Michael, you're the only man that can make me scream yes, not to be awkward. Leather and osmanthus sounds amazing. Monica, won't that be too intense with so many sprays? Not for me on a Sunday, and for I've got I don't know, at least 45 minutes or so of dry down that'll take place before I leave the house, and then when we leave, we're going to be outside. So normally I do spray a lot, but not even I usually do 20 sprays, or 23, however many I did. But on a Sunday when I'm going to be outside, and that fragrance in particular is not, it's not super strong and long lasting. So I'll be okay with that for today. But I wouldn't do that if I was going to the office. Let me put it that way. Cole, you agree that Forbidden Temple is more spring? I agree. Yes, Eli, you should do that. Michael, by the way, if you're in here, I wore Blueberry Morning this morning. 6 sprays, and Jamie could not stop raving about the Sillage. God, it's a good one. Hello, Melinda. Welcome. Anyone here ever bought from Sealed Essence? Steven, that's a legit site. Yuzu, cardamom, osmanthus, leather, oak moss, amber, plumeria, vetiver, and lavender. Damn. That's a lot. What did you join Brackish Man lead me to enjoy Meditation Mist in terms of challenge mostly? Louis, Meditation Mist is not as challenging as Brackish Man. I don't think Brackish Man is challenging per se. Meditation Mist is a softer, more intimate, spicy scent. It sits a little bit closer than Brackish, so it's perfectly safe. It's designed to be able to like wear it. Like you could literally wear that to like a hot yoga class or to church or temple. It's like a kind of worship, calming kind of vibe. Vassal, I have a bottle of the Brioni EDP Intense Man, which I love, and then somebody, was it you, Bear? I always feel like you're the one that's always sent me everything, mostly because you're the one that sent me everything. It was either the Bear or somebody sent me some Brioni regular EDP, and that was great as well. I think Brioni is super underrated. This is more of a fall frag, though. Good. Jinko was telling you to get Tobacco Noir from there. Tobacco Noir is a good frag, if that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about Jinko Tobacco Noir, that's a really nice frag. It's a little sweet, but not over the top for me, and it's unique enough that I really like it. I'm glad to have this in the collection. It's got a nuttiness to it. There's like a creamy, nutty vibe. All right. What else here? Spring rotation. Believe it or not, this one is great. Another one kind of like Tabac Vert in that it's a fougere. This is Winnie the Pooh, if you can't see, from Mischief Academy. So like Tabac Vert, it is a fougere, but it's got this kind of deep honey note to it, this kind of sweeter honey vibe to it that I think helps carry it a little bit in cooler weather. So I'll add that to the list. I do have a plum fragrance. To me, that's a fall thing, though. I have this super obscure plum frag, Mr. Majestic by Atrium. This is a YouTuber frag, a guy that I don't really watch. I'm forgetting his name. Omar. But plum to me is fall. Okay, that was you, Bear. I thought so. I actually have a Merchant of Venice sample sitting around here that I just sampled for the first time. And I actually quite enjoyed it. It was called Moscato. I thought it was actually quite nice. Yeah, that's a really lovely scent. It wore very well too. Sometimes they smell great out of the atomizer, but That's the only Merchant of Venice I've smelled, but I was impressed enough that I'd like to try the rest. Cole, Michael and I have a plan to help you out with custom stuff of his work that we'll get on. We've just been too lazy. Nocturne, Bear, great. Yes, because there's too much, to me, there's too much vanilla and depth in here to be a pure summertime frag. But it's also kind of woody and aromatic, and there is a little bit of a citrus note in there as well. That's a perfect example, thank you, Bear, of the springtime. And despite being one of my most complimented, I don't wear it all that much. Yeah, Cole, we'll be on later this evening, probably. Okay. Anything else here from my yes? Let's see here. Cacao? No. I mean that's a full-blown spring summer scent with all of that orange blossom going on in there. None of the Bortnikoffs, I don't. No, that's not true. Oud Sinharaja, because of the floral notes. What about Oud Maximus? Yeah, Oud Sinharaja and Oud Maximus both can be transition scents. In fact, I'll pull them out and set them aside. Because once it's full-blown spring, I probably won't wear those because of the oud. But the oud and floral combination is great for the intermediate weather. Gamori Kazos. Yes, I have tried Aqua di Sale. I like it, but it didn't last very long on me at all. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal is a good scent. Really like the almond in it. Do you have? So, Monica, you like a lot of the more masculine-leaning designer feels, which I love. I don't know. I mean, I've smelled it, but I don't have it. Others in here are probably going to be more helpful. What else would you guys recommend for someone who likes L'Homme Ideal with that kind of cherry almond vanilla designery sweetness to it? Colby Blueberry Morning is so freaking good, man. It is so good. Jamie gave it to me in a blind sniff this morning, and I couldn't identify it, which is crazy. I did nail it. I did narrow it down to Michael's house after a minute. It's amazing to me how much kind of like tobacco honey quality came out of it when I wasn't preset to determine blueberry, but it does smell very strongly of blueberry, and it's freaking amazing. Oh, Bear, you got some Nocturne Soma. Awesome. Or Soma Nocturne. That's awesome, man. I didn't realize anybody had some available. Oh, Monica, that's for your husband. Oh, okay. Well, next best. Best oak mossy perfume. Several. Oh, in fact, one that needs to be in my spring rotation for sure. Where is it? Two of them here, actually. Shit. I must have a decant somewhere else. Well, I'll show you this one. There's two from Michael's house, Aromas de Salazar. His vintage collection is launching soon. 1882. Now I'm kind of sad I put on the Z14, actually. This is, God, it's so much beautiful oak moss. This is a vintage style fougere, really, really heavy on the oak moss. The other one that he does that's really heavy on the oak moss is called Oud Fougere. So both of those. Oud Fougere is available now, and then 1882 will be available sometime this spring. So those are two amazing oak moss frags. And then the House of Rogue does amazing oak moss. And probably the one to do is Moose Illumine. Amazing classic oak moss frag. Oh, this is Moose Illumine is a little bit sweeter than the 1882, for whatever that's worth. Those are two amazing oak mosses. Other oak mosses, I mean, that's a good start right there. Orange Ootsickle is a great call. You're waiting for your Sheepra Inferno. You got the last bottle, Mike. Yeah, you told me that. That's super cool. I'm glad you scored that. It's a great fragrance. It's really good. Ah, Mr. 3R, welcome. Collection is growing, in large part recently thanks to you. I'm going to do some reviews of that stuff, man. Thank you for sending that very much. Really, really appreciate it. I don't have the Banana Republic Dark Cherry, but after the, which was the one you sent? Midnight? Something Midnight? You've got me wanting to go grab a few of those. Eli, I mean, Michael's line has become the second most present in my collection, behind Amouage. So I think I've got like 25 bottles of Amouage plus maybe half a dozen decants, so call it 30 total Amouages. I've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20. I've got 24 of Michael's. And I'm picky. I'm picky, and dare I say, I have good taste. So, yeah, you're missing out if you're not getting involved in his house. Yeah, really any indie fougères. The House of Darren Allen, his Dorian's Fougere is another great oak moss frag. July release. Okay, thank you, Michael.
We need to go.
Hi, we need to go. Come say hi.
Okay.
Everybody misses
It's very
you.
moist in here.
It's very moist in here.
Yeah. Why is it so sweaty?
Am I pitting out? Yeah, I'm pitting out pretty good. It's pretty hot in here.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so I knew this was going to be, this is my spring set aside so far.
Where are you going to put that?
Well, I'm just setting them aside for now, taking inventory. And then I think what I'm going to do is write them all down, so that I know I'm going to have like maybe 30 that I'm going to pick from in the spring. And then of those 30, like each week, I'm going to have like 8 to 10, something like that. If that makes sense.
No, not
Just
really.
set aside,
Okay.
not really.
Cool.
Okay, let me see. Midnight Hour, yes. What about some of my own creations? Got some of those you'd say are good for the oncoming heat. Yeah, that's true. Aventus Red and Brackish Man are both great. Do you smell me at all?
I do. It's very fougere-ish in here and sweaty.
22 sprays of Z14 by Halston.
Oh, God.
All right, everybody, we got to run. We're meeting a friend. I knew this was going to end up being 2 parts. Zach, the new Perito Moreno Vetiver for me is going to be more of a true like warm weather frag, spring, summer. I'm still living in kind of transition zone, winter, spring. All right, let me just see. All right, Dustin, you're getting your Perito package. Excellent. Zach says hi to Jamie. Mike, you're in good hands with that. That's a good run of fragrances right there. Vitriol, Not Dark Yet, and then Michael's Worth and Clandestine. You're going to be smelling good. Prada L'Homme Intense. I do have, thank you. I'll set this aside. Good call. I have Prada Amber Intense, but I haven't gotten many wearings of since that was gifted to me. Okay. All right, everybody. I got to run, or the wife will come at me. I missed you, Sniff. If you're in there, somebody's calling to you. So we'll do a part 2 tonight, guys. We'll finish the spring-winter rotation, and then just hang out and chat. So everybody have a good rest of your Sunday. I will see you soon.